You're honestly never broke if you have ideas. Like, ideas can change your life. Ideas have changed my life. Just having the idea of creating content, creating brands, creating a new version of myself has opened up many doors for me to succeed and gain accolades and relationships along the path.
Once an idea has taken a hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate. I was watching Inception yesterday and it gave so many gems about how the mind really works. And the key things I was really paying attention to was the whole subconscious, conscious, dream state of things. Because the movie starts off where they're trying to extract an idea from somebody, right? They're trying to grab some valuable information from another person. And ultimately, the movie became about not extracting ideas, but planting an idea in somebody's mind. And it made me realize how important it is and the process of actually planting an idea in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Or even in somebody else's mind, because it can work either way. And it made me really realize how valuable ideas are because the process of an idea being birthed, it goes through so many unseen channels and it has like an unseen power and force behind it. Like when you think about the world, everything we have is because of an idea. I'm sitting on this couch because somebody had an idea to create it. You know, I'm sitting in this area because somebody had an idea to create it and design it in such a way. Even the camera, like somebody had to have an idea to make a DJI. So when we think about these ideas, we start to realize how powerful they are and how our ideas can also influence the world. In the movie, it talks about how we create and perceive simultaneously, but we don't really use that much brain power when we're awake. The real brain power comes from our subconscious when we're sleeping. That's what's ultimately deciding what the reality looks like. So when we have these ideas, it's important for us to not only just have them, write them down, but we have to implant them deep into our subconscious so that that unseen fertile soil will grow into something. And another thing that stood out to me was at the beginning of the mission, they had to get rid of one of the architects for the mission because I guess he just couldn't fit the demands of the job. And that reminded me of how we think personally, right? Like when we want something new in life and we want to achieve new things or we have an idea, sometimes we have to get rid of the old way of thinking or the old way of doing things, old relationships, old habits, old people. And them removing the architect was symbolic because we have to remove versions of ourselves to create room for more to come, right? You have to create room for more to be able to expand the idea or multiply it. One of the key takeaways was you need the simplest form of an idea to let it grow naturally. Like you don't need the most grandiose idea. You just need something simple that the mind can comprehend and get to work on. You know, because once we give the mind that idea, we'll start to go to work on it on our behalf. And when they say dreams to reality, that's really real because you can have a dream of something and it'll happen in the real world. Like there's instances all the time where people talk about how they had a dream manifest in real life. Like these dreams and things that we undergo when we go to sleep, it's real unseen forces and powers behind that projection that's mirroring the reality in some way. I believe that every dream is a certain timeline of yourself. So you can alter timelines and switch versions of yourself to fit whatever timeline you need to be in. Like you can go to sleep and wake up in a whole new timeline. It's just all about how you perceive it. And also another key takeaway is that the subconscious is motivated by emotion, not reason. So reason and logic, that's the conscious mind, right? That's the logical side of the hemisphere. But for the subconscious to be motivated and to work on your behalf, you have to have an emotion, you have to have a feeling, right? You have to be able to feel that which you want. You have to feel that timeline, feel that version of yourself, that new identity that you're becoming. And then ultimately, it will start to change the environments that you're in. It will start to change some of the people you hang around and so on.
You're honestly never broke if you have ideas. Like, ideas can change your life. Ideas have changed my life. Just having the idea of creating content, creating brands, creating a new version of myself has opened up many doors for me to succeed and gain accolades and relationships along the path. It's so important to really have an idea and believe in it too. Because you can have an idea, but you might not believe in it fully, and that's okay. But you have to work up into the feeling of you actually believing in that idea, and then things will start to change around you. I seen this post that was like, "You're never broke if you have ideas," and that's a valuable quote because that's real. Like an idea can produce so much fruit. You just have to be able to plan it and wait on it for a second. Like your idea might not come into fruition the next day, or the next week, or the next month, or the next year. You have to be able to sit with that idea and maintain the delusion that whatever that idea is going to happen and it's going to sprout forward.
Really, that whole movie Inception just got me thinking about how I perceive my own ideas and how I can basically work against myself or work with myself to plant certain ideas deep down in my subconscious, so that when I have these new realizations or things I want to do, it's like, all right, I already encouraged myself that it is true or it's possible. So now the reality will start to reflect around that. And I really encourage y'all to write down some ideas. Like always write down your ideas, journal, vision board, mood board, whatever you gotta do. Be able to put your ideas somewhere that you can visualize them, right? Because writing down is cool, but you want to be able to visualize it, right? In psycho-cybernetics, it talks about our self-image. It talks about the power of visualization. We want to be visualizing what we want because that helps us become more familiar with it, right? You have to visualize the house you want, the place you're traveling to, the environment, the scenery, the things you want to enjoy in life, right? You have to be able to visualize the luxuries in life so that they can start to reflect back to you. And that's really the power of ideas. Like the power of idea could change the whole world. You just have to be willing to birth it.